Hi students, the subject name is EE8005 Special Electrical Machines. Today we will learn the basic concepts of linear motor. Motor is nothing but it converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. First we will discuss what is meant by linear motor. Before that, there are two different types of electrical machines are available. First one is rotating electrical machines, that means REM, and next one is linear electrical machines, LEM. In rotating electrical machine is nothing but an electromagnetic torque produces rotary motion in a machine is called rotating electrical machines, REM. And next LEM is called linear electrical machines is nothing but an electromagnetic force produces in a linear motion of a machine is called linear electrical machines. And that means the fundamental operating principles of an electrical machine can produce rotation or circular motion. In nowadays, we have extensive research in the area of propulsion to the development of linear motion. And that means that theoretically each type of rotating machine may be find a linear counterpart. And there is a linear means is a straight line, and linear motors are electrical induction motor that produce motion in a straight line rather than rotational motion. And next one is forces in linear induction motor. There are three different types are available in linear induction motor. First one is normal force, next lateral force, and final one is thrust force. Normal force is in direction of z axis. Lateral force is in the axis of y axis. It is perpendicular to thrust and lateral forces. And next one is thrust force. Thrust force is in the axis of x. And normal force is nothing but in DLIM motors. That means it's a double-sided linear induction motor. SLM is nothing but is a single side linear induction motor. The normal force between the one stator and the reaction plate is equal and opposite to the normal force generated by the second stator. That means and reaction plate. So in maximum double-sided linear induction motor, the net normal forces is equal to 0. And that means the force shows the asymmetry of the system. And next one is lateral force. Already I told in this force perpendicular to the rotor position which in the direction of y axis. And next one is in this lateral forces max system unstable because they provide high frequencies. That means this frequency is more than 60 Hz. This is the operation of the system. And lateral forces can be eliminated by using some guided motion of wheel of linear induction motor. And next one is thrust force. In this force generally provides motion for the system. That means it's a linear motion for the system. In this thrust means is a force is proportional to square of applied voltage, and this can be reduced by reducing the slip of the motor and increasing the rotor resistance. Fs is nothing but is a thrust force is equal to P naught divided by Vc. P naught is nothing but mechanical power transmitted to the rotor, and Vc is nothing but speed of the rotor. And next one is various effects in linear induction motors are end effect, edge effect, and gap effect. End effect by increasing the number of poles, that means increasing the stator and rotor poles, and the end effect will be reduced, and it can be produce non-uniform flux density distribution along the length of the each and every linear induction motor. And next one is edge effect. In this effect will increase by the secondary resistivity, and this figure shows a dip at the center due to the edge effect, and dip is more obviously at higher slips. In this diagram, the first graph is a straight line without edge effect, and next one is gap effect. Gap effect is nothing but compared to conventional induction motor, it has very high air gap. That means this sim has a very small air gap in order of 2 mm, size is 2 mm or less. And next, in case of linear induction motor, the air gap is in the order of 5 centimeter for traction purpose. Compared to conventional induction motor, the linear induction motor air gap is very high, so the efficiency is very low compared to sim. And next one is construction of linear induction motor. In each and every motor have a two important parts, stator and rotor. In this stator winding is a normal slots and rotor is a metal. And next one is length, you consider length of rotor and stator coils. And next one, cut down rotor to form the secondary winding. These are the main construction of linear induction motors. There are two different construction wise, there are two different types of limb. First one is single ended, that means is a single sided linear induction motor. And next one is double sided linear induction motor. It in single sided linear induction motor consists of only one primary winding and one secondary conductors. In this a single sided linear induction motor, in order to reduce the total reluctance of the magnetic path in a single sided LIM with the metal sheet as the secondary winding, and the metal sheet is backed by a ferromagnetic material, that means such as an iron. And next one is double sided linear induction motor. It consists of two primary windings. It consists of two primary windings and only one secondary conductors. That means only one conductors. In this most common linear induction motor is the three phase linear induction motor. In this supply of linear induction motor is three phase supply. That means LIM and shaded pole LIM for low speed applications and low thrust. Low thrust means low forces less than 50 Newton are also feasible only for single phase supply is available. And this is the basic types of linear induction motor. And next one is different types of linear induction motors according to core shape. First one is iron core, and next one is ironless core, and final one is slotless. In iron core, coils wound around the teeth of laminations on forcer, that means iron core. And next one is ironless core. Okay, the next one is ironless core, that means is a coil held together with a epoxy designed for laminations. This is a 2L back iron separated by spacer. And next one is slotless iron. Slotless means is a coil and back iron held together with epoxy designed for laminations. And next one is comparison between linear motors. Attraction force is most higher than iron core, and cost wise slotless motor is very cheapest compared to iron core and ironless core. And these are the basic comparison of three types of linear induction motors. And next one is working principle of linear induction motor. Three phase supply is same as the normal motors. Three phase supply is given to the stator. That means is a primary of a linear induction motor. The traveling flux is induced in the primary instead of the rotating three phase flux. That means the traveling flux is induced, so the electric current is also generated. That means the EMF is induced, so the electric current is induced in the secondary due to the relative motion between the traveling flux and the conductors. In this current interact with the traveling flux wave to produce the linear force or thrust force. And that means the force will be generated. This force will move the primary in the direction of the force, resulting in the required rectilinear motion. And next one is advantages of linear induction motor. In this motor there is no gear is requirement, so there is no need to mechanical rotary to linear converters. so cost is cheap and cheap maintenance and economical one, and this is a high acceleration and deceleration mode. And next one is simple in structure. And next one is disadvantages of linear induction motor. Capital cost of reaction is very fixed, so the power factor and efficiency is very low, and is the end effect will be used, and large air gap, high in initial cost, heating is also induced in this type of linear induction motor. And next one is application. There are two different applications are available: small linear motors and large linear motors. In small linear motors we have to use conveyor systems, airport baggage handling, accelerators and launchers, pumping in liquid metals. And large linear motors, that means is a high speed linear motors, is a transportation, low and medium speed trains, and sliding doors closer, and malls and metros. And next one is people movers, up and down for railways and nearby steps. And next one is material handling and storage systems. Okay, thank you.